Why, hello everybody, and welcome to Misscliks D&D Devotion. How are you guys doing today?
Fantastic.
Why are
It's
you doing...
Bree's birthday! Everybody say happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Thanks. So it's a good day for me so far. Pampered with a facial, got my makeup did, ate a favorite meal from one of my favorite places. All good.
Wow.
And now D&D and stream.
What a fabulous day.
I'm saying.
So,
Did you get any cool birthday presents yet?
Well, I got a bouquet of croissants today. That was pretty sweet.
A bouquet of croissants?
Yeah, I have a bouquet of croissants. I tweeted out the picture, but it's an actual bouquet of croissants. And they were all on sticks and stuff. And then it's from 3 different places, so that was cool. I got to, let's just say I had way too many croissants today.
That's awesome.
And that was cool. I got flowers, and that's what I got so far, you know.
A bouquet of croissants was unexpected and quite impressive.
It was pretty impressive. I was happy with that.
So how has your week been, birthday aside?
Week's been good. Went to PAX East, slept most of it, but still streamed at Intel and got a little bit of rest because I had been streaming nonstop for 2 months. And then the big birthday gift to me is the fact that I'm going to New Zealand this weekend. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. That's probably the best birthday gift a girl can ask for. So I'm excited for that. And I'll be doing IRL streams the whole time I'm there. So I'm really excited to share the culture and share all this sorts of stuff as I go on adventures with streams. So I'm excited for that.
How exciting.
Yeah.
Neil, how was your week? You always ask us first.
Yeah.
My week was pretty good. Yeah, we did some pretty cool stuff. So I've got 2 campaigns, 3 different campaigns on my stream that all exist in the same world at the same time with intersecting storylines, and one of them split and then another one merged. So now we've got 2 campaigns, and they're kind of catching up to each other, and one of them's trying to chase down the other while another's stuck in a different dimension, and we're doing all this really cool interdimensional different people trying to work together across spaces and find each other's stuff. And it's been super exciting but kind of stressful because it's all starting to come to a head, and every time we play I'm like, oh my god, okay, this is really important. We have to get every detail right because every single detail matters in terms of what the players think is going on. So life has been stressful in a really fun way that I've been really enjoying.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's been my week. And a lot of XCOM 2, Long War 2. A lot.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, nonstop.
Is that game driving you crazy yet?
Yes. It was driving me crazy really badly, and then I threw a temper tantrum and brought down the difficulty, and now it's more reasonable. But
yeah, Jeff has been playing that for a long time, and he recently stopped streaming it because he was like, I can't, I'll keep trying to figure it out, but I can't be on stream anymore. I'm too angry.
Yeah, I understand. Pretty much all of my sign-offs in the evening when I'm playing is just one battle goes wrong, and I just shut it down the whole stream and walk away. That's how I end. But enough about me. Olivia. How's your week been?
Well, I can say the highlight of my week was actually buying a thing for my cat. It's amazing.
What'd you buy?
It's called a Furminator.
A what?
A Furminator?
What does it do?
It's just basically a brush for your cat, but it's a really expensive, really effective brush for your cat.
Haven't you heard of a thing called the Licky Brush?
No.
Oh, I've
What?
seen that.
Awesome. All right, so this seems like something that you would like, Jen.
You can't spoil. Wait, what if it's like the Furminator? I have to tell about the Furminator.
All right, go ahead. You first.
Yes. So, it is said to remove 90% of shedding in your house. It's lowers anyone who has sensitivities or is allergic to cats because it's removing a lot of hair. And she's been doing hairballs like once per week since I got her. So I figured it would remove the hairballs. And it's like insane. You use the brush, you put it on the cat, and it's like you get a huge ball of fur. Like there are videos, and it's I basically recreated my cat, like cat size, in fur, and I still had a furry cat next to it. So it's like super satisfying, super effective, and I'm pretty sure she's never gonna have a hairball again. So I'm really stoked about my Furminator, which is like $70, but don't judge.
Wow. But it works, huh?
It works so well.
Maybe I'll have to look into that. My dog
It's
sheds a
my
lot.
Highlight that there is some for dogs. You should watch some YouTube videos. It's incredible.
I think you would like the licky brush though, Jen.
I should have
No.
made a video out of the fur removing process, but go ahead.
So that's cool and all, but the Lucky Brush is a completely different product. So Lucky Brush, how it works is you put it in your mouth, and then you brush your cat with a brush. Like you hold it on the handle with your mouth out, and then you just you brush.
Oh God, no! Oh God, no!
What?
It's really cool, Jen. You
It's
should
for
totally
others
get
who want
one.
to like bond with their cats
Yeah.
or other pets because you supposedly bond by licking.
Oh God. You know what? If I did do that and made a video out of it, I'm also sure it would get a lot more views. Probably more than my
It'd be
first
viral.
video.
Naughty, no, I'm not. No. Sorry.
Your cat wants you to do it, V.
Apparently so. Hi. Oh.
So it's a licky brush?
Yep, Lucky Brush.
Okay.
As seen on Shark Tank, which is my recently favorite show.
I love Shark Tank so much.
It's all about value. I can see why you like it.
Yes.
Wow. I can't believe this product exists.
I've turned into a cat lady. It's really
You
small.
should show the stream, Neil.
How do I show the stream? Okay, I'll figure it out.
Another cat on stream.
Yeah, she's been crying. She kind of like, well, when she spends so much time with me, like my cat literally follows me everywhere, and she's just content to be near me.
Oh,
But
she does
since
that to
she-
me too.
Yeah, but since I was in Boston, when I got home, oof, I heard it. She was like, her voice was hoarse because like she whines when I'm not here. So it was
Aw,
really cute. She was
poor
there
baby.
this morning next to me and last night on stream, and she's just such a good cat. Like she'll just sit in my lap and she's good.
Cats. It's becoming the cat
I know.
show. I could
yeah.
keep on going too.
I
There we
forgot,
go.
Anna, you did ask me if I got a birthday gift. I got a Switch as well. I totally
Oh,
forgot. I
sick.
did get one of those the other day. So that was a pretty big, crazy birthday gift. with
Are you gonna
Zelda.
play Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, I got Zelda. I already started playing it on stream last
Nice.
week before Boston. It's such a good game. I'm like such a big. I mean, obviously my cat's name is Navi, but
There's the licky
Yeah.
brush on stream.
wait,
It looks
I have to
very-
see this.
Inappropriate.
Hold on, I need to see this.
It's just very wholesome.
Oh my gosh, that's
Oh,
so weird.
God, it's so weird.
I don't think I could do that with a straight face. That's so weird.
You heard it here for people looking to get. Oh, I should have got you that for your birthday, V. I don't even remember.
Oh my gosh, do not give me that as a late birthday gift. I'm not doing that on stream.
How do you write it?
A licky, like L-I-C-K-Y, I'm guessing.
I think I need to tweet about this.
L-I-C-K-I.
Oh, licky.
Licky brush. You know how misspelling things is popular these days.
Yes.
All for the SEO, you know?
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Anna? What have you been up to for the week?
Well, I saw Brie at PAX East. PAX East was really fun. We have a whole new Twitch booth and a new partner lounge, which is really,
That's
really cool.
good.
It was really fun. And now we finally have more people on the Twitch Studios team. So it turns out like when you have more people on a team, work is like way easier. Go figure. So I'm not sick yet after PAX, which is good. I think maybe I didn't completely use myself up. So that's nice. Had some really fun times. The highlights were PJ Salton. PJ Salton was crazy and nuts and super, super salty. And the competitors who got eliminated basically forced their way back into the competition. And there's a feud developing between Marcus and I about how we should train our teams. It's really, really good. And then a highlight was interviewing Zach from Hyper RPG and Jerry or Tycho from Penny Arcade, because I got to nerd out about D&D with them, which I really like doing. So that was really fun.
That is
Exciting.
really cool. Do they transport the booth then? Like, is it break down like really small, like to pieces?
It's like in big trucks.
Okay. I was gonna say that seems like it'd take a long time to set up.
It does, and I'm glad no one noticed, but it was not fully set up by the time we started because it was brand new, and we had the old one down pat, I guess, but we were still scrambling at the beginning. But the broadcast part was ready, and that was my part, so that was good.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, it was very nice. I liked the streamer. You're talking about the broadcast part, but I was thinking the streamer zones were really set up nicely.
Yeah, they're like little tiny living rooms.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Well, anyway, we gabbed a ton. Should we?
Well, hold on, Trump. What'd you do?
Trump.
Oh yeah.
Well, I got to experience the Twitch Partner Lounge. It was great. I had like 3 sodas from it. Highly appreciate for stocking of Coke products. They are delicious. And I would drink a Coke every day, but I don't.
All right, let's get back into game. What happened last week? Or at least what are the big pictures from last week?
Well, we leveled.
You leveled.
We traveled to the other side of the world.
You did travel to the other side of the world. You guys are in Sandashar now, a completely foreign area. Sandashar is the capital city of the Western Kingdom of Akuba. If we take a look at the world map, their boundaries exist, I don't know, along the desert and then everything over here. So it's pretty far from where you guys were over in Mistrea.
There was a lot of crazy stuff that happened on the boat too.
Yeah, there was a lot of crazy stuff and a lot of subtle stuff going on the boat. It was an eventful voyage, let's call it.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, I mean, I think Guy Claypool and Kellen are getting pretty close. There's a lot of similarities between them.
Yeah.
And so there seems to be a very...
Kappa Pride?
Huh?
Kappa Pride?
I mean, who knows? I think Kellen may be a little troubled. But then he was in a deep talk with Guy Claypool, and Guy revealed that, at least initially when they met, Guy had a crush on Olivia, or at least so he says. So Kellen's not sure how to feel about any of that, and I think Olivia is starting to sense that something's up with Kellen, but maybe he's not saying what. And, also Kellen, Olivia wanted Kellen to reveal something about himself that he'd never told her, and he just out and blurted out that he doesn't want to have kids. She doesn't know how she feels about that, so now Olivia's troubled because she's dealing with that big question. And who knows, because Kellen was not paying attention to Kess and Ransom that whole time, so who knows what they got into.
What did Kess and Ransom get into? Nothing. Nothing happened between Kess and
They were
Ransom.
watching sunsets.
Yeah, watching sunsets again.
Oh, I was gonna let Trump answer. Sorry. We had a couple little conversations. What, really? We had a couple little conversations. I told him about the ring, and then we just kind of had like some good talks about like life and stuff while we were watching the sunsets. And we danced. I also did some dancing. So.
That's right. And you guys made a new friend. Someone snuck into one of your bedrooms And you
Oh,
recruited.
Yes, the
What's-
guy we tied up.
What's his name?
Who's our cook now? His name is Chef.
Yeah.
Chef.
Chef the cook.
Oh, I forgot about that for a minute.
Yeah, and we should have had also a carriage driver, but we didn't think of assimilating him till we had already sent him on his way.
So now Chef the cook is the carriage driver as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chef the carriage driving cook.
Technically, we save money, or I guess save, if you can do both, because you're not going to be cooking while you're riding a carriage anyways. So.
That's true. It's true.
Worked out well.
Okay. So you guys are in Sandashar. You're in the port area of it. You've just seen the Koibu's chorus performance of their
Those
beautiful
jerks.
Gregorian chant. And they all begin to walk off kind of down away from the docks a little bit towards this 2-story building with a large wooden sign hanging out in front of it with kind of a brass fork and knife crossed over like a ceramic plate attached to the sign that blows a little bit in the wind. And what are you guys doing?
Kellen's complaining and being like, ugh, Gregorian chant is just like so basic. It's just like, oh, look at me. I'm a like normal pleb citizen and I'm like so into Gregorian chant. It's like people just like don't have any taste. Right, guy?
Yeah, man, like I don't just like maybe it's just me, but I don't hear the musicality of the chant. Like it's not bad, but like I just don't get it. And maybe I just need to be exposed to like a broader form of music to appreciate it, but it's just like it doesn't get me going.
Right. Like what does get you going though? Like, just out of curiosity.
Something with some soul in it. Something that, tugs at your heartstrings and just like like something that plays your emotional flute.
Yeah, the emotional flute. I totally know the emotional flute.
It
Yeah.
could be a lot of things. It could be
Yeah.
It could be spoken word. It could be like hardcore drumming, but it's got to have that soul in it. God,
Yeah.
we should create like a type of music called soul music. Oh man, I don't know what that would be like, but we should totally do that. He begins to stare off in the distance and ponder the meanings of soul music to himself.
Kellen shakes his head and goes over and like just wraps his arms around Olivia's waist. He's like, hey, I missed you for those 30 seconds we were apart.
Well, I was actually thinking of what you said earlier. I still don't have an answer though.
You don't have to have an answer. Maybe there isn't an answer. I don't know.
Maybe there isn't. You know what I've been thinking about? Soul music.
What? No way. Because some other people were just saying that. That's so weird. Like, what even is soul music?
It's like I overheard it or something. It's crazy.
It just like popped into your head out of nowhere, right?
It's like,
Yeah.
It's like I heard a voice that said, what do you think about soul music? And I was like, what am I thinking about soul music? It's crazy.
Wow, that sounds like so interesting when you bring it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we follow them or like as our band manager, what should we do? Because, we came here to play and be away from stupid Koibu's chorus. Now here we are. Koibu's chorus. Like, what are we going to do?
Well, Olivia, how about I task you doing this? Part of improving as an artist is to get inspired by places, and this is quite an exotic location. Why don't you find us somewhere we can go and get inspired?
You guys don't want to duel Koibu's chorus to establish our dominance in this city?
Oh my gosh, I love that idea, Olivia. You're so smart. I love music duels.
We should start off with that. Like, while we have them here, we should just establish our dominance from the get-go.
Yeah, dominance. We're dominant.
All right. Well, you see Koibu's chorus walking into that 2-story tavern. If you want to follow him.
Let's go!
What do you say, Cass?
Let's do it.
I wind up the hurdy-gurdy.
Okay. You guys make your way to the tavern. Find yourself inside. It's this nice warm place. There's a small fire going, but it's already kind of a warm afternoon. It's filled with all sorts of patrons from all over the place. You're seeing a surprising number of odd races. Like, there's a cluster of dwarves at one table, there's a cluster of halflings at another, there's a gnome sitting next to a half-orc and a human at a third, and what looks to be maybe a pair of goblins, even, sitting at a separate table, as well as, the normal slew of humans all about. How do you guys feel about this?
Have we ever been in places like that? I mean, we've traveled and played a lot of places, so is that weird for Kess and Kellen?
Yeah. The places you have been overwhelmingly human-dominated. You've seen your share of dwarves and gnomes and halflings, but half-orcs are kind of uncommon, and civilized goblins just hanging out in a tavern, that's never been seen before. They're murderous bastards. They're some of your worst enemies. But here they are, just like having lunch next to people. Like people.
So, I start to walk in then. And I immediately stop and then back up into Kellen. I'm like, Kellen, do you see what's happening in here? Like, look.
Okay. What is going on? Olivia, have you ever seen goblins that are not trying to kill us before?
I don't believe I did. That is quite surprising indeed. Maybe they're someone's pet.
Do you think so? I don't know. They seem to be like buying their own drinks and stuff. Maybe we're being prejudiced like our stupid parents.
Yeah, we shouldn't, but goblins, like, we usually run into mean goblins. I've never seen a goblin sitting down like this. This is weird.
Maybe
I kind of understand our parents, but not the same whatsoever.
Well, your parents kind of treated me like a goblin, so I'm willing to give these guys the benefit of the doubt.
No, I'm not saying we shouldn't. It's just very surprising. You don't understand how dangerous goblins can be.
You know what bridges the gap? Music. I think it's time to play.
All right.
So
I step forward and I play like a loud strum on my hurdy-gurdy and I say, Koibu's Chorus. We're Kess and Kellen and we challenge you to a musical duel.
Duel.
the bar kind of goes quiet. People start looking over at you. Koibu's chorus turns almost as one, kind of forms ranks, and they're like double layered setup, giving you a strange look. When the bartender comes out from behind the bar and goes, wait. You will not be having any duels in my establishment, please.
It's a musical duel. It's like not fighting. It's just like music. It's not a big deal. It's like free music for you, so like you probably should just let us do it.
I do not think you understand our ways here. If you would like to perform, there is a fee you must pay.
You have to pay to perform?
Fee?
Good joke there. Good joke.
Don't you know who we are?
No, I have no idea who you are. Tavern starts to pick up
people
again.
Pay for us to play, and we can't play everywhere. I mean, it's kind of an honor to have us.
The bartender comes close enough to you now that the bar starts to pick up again to have a conversation and says, in your lands, you do things your way. Here, in Akuba, we have a very deep appreciation of music. There are many performers, many artists. It is a great honor to play an establishment like this. It usually requires a fee to play here.
Then how do musicians make a living here?
There are many occasions to hire musicians in this world. Playing in an establishment such as this is bound to get you a contract or 2 or 3 or later. These are, exposition market. You pay, later you get job.
I see. Is Koibu's Chorus going to play here?
Who is that?
Them.
No, they have not paid money. They do not play. You two want to have duel? You both pay.
How much is it to play here?
10 gold pieces. This is
10
finest
gold.
establishment in all of Sandashar.
For one night.
Yes. This is finest establishment in Sandashar.
And how do you prove that?
It is known. This is the way.
So
I nudge
what-
whoever's next to me, like some person. I'm like, hey, is this the finest establishment in Sandashire?
The half orc kind of turns to you and gives you a grunt. I don't know. Just got off the boat. Food's all right.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You could kind of be just telling us whatever you wanted because we're strangers and you're taking advantage of us.
You
That
ask
is
around.
true.
It's okay. You find out.
Okay.
You want duel? You each pay. I judge. Common thing.
You know, this sounds an awful like a scam that was run back in my small town. It was called multi-level marketing, where you had to pay for certain goods and then try to sell those goods at a profit. But it turned out that those goods were not actually desired by people.
Ah, yeah, I remember the great scheme of pyramid. That was legendary, yeah. I think you're right,
These
Ransom.
business ways make no sense, and I doubt your establishment as the best. So, what are some other establishments in the area?
We could just go stand outside and play our music.
That is true.
Go.
Let's just do a duel outside of this establishment. That's a great idea.
If you want people to ignore you, please step outside. Walk away.
Okay, bye. I turn around and
I
start
go
walking away.
up to Koibu's chorus group.
Okay. They're kind of congregating around a table, and all look at you as you approach. One of them, probably the leader, stands up and says, "What do you want, representative of Clellan?"
St. Kellen, the traveling band.
Mhm.
So we're quite surprised to see you here, just like us. We thought we were, exploring the lands, and we were quite surprised to see you here. What are you doing?
We travel very far. We have many, many fans. We must
Well-
appease them all.
The bar owner doesn't seem to know you guys either, so I guess you still have some fans to win over here, right? How about we do a little musical duel outside to see how we get started off on this new territory, Lay the land.
He looks to his other chorus members and says, "That sounds fine, but we've been singing for a while now. Why don't you come in? Let us buy you a round of drinks while we wet our whistle. When we're all rested and fed and watered, then we will destroy you."
Alright.
How generous of you.
Yeah, what common sense to accept a drink from people who say they're going to destroy you? I'm not there. I already walked out.
Maybe we should, how we could make this more fun? Maybe we should find 2 judges, or 3, or something like that. And the band who wins gets 5 gold. No, 10 gold, yeah, which is just enough to play in this bar, which is apparently the way to take off in this city.
Why not make it an even 100? Let's make things interesting.
100 gold. Without the use of any magical influence.
Of course. That would be wrong.
Let me confer back to my group and I shall be back.
He gives you a half-hearted bow and sits back down with the rest of his black-robed chorus singers.
Koibu's chorus is challenging us for 100 gold for the winner of our duel.
They're such cheapskates. Why not 200?
Ransom, how much money do you have? Because I checked my pockets. I have like 4 gold pieces in there. Because I don't think I can afford that.
We've got 600.
Yes, that's a lot of money. Unless
We
you
have-
guys are fronting it. I look at Ransom and Olivia.
I feel very confident that we would win. So if they're only challenging us for 100, why don't you go back and up the stakes to 300?
300.
300.
I mean, I'm pretty confident in our band, but we don't know what they have up their sleeves.
I kind of,
and we
very
don't.
publicly, I take out the bag, which is holding the mithril coins. I kind of dump them in my hand, and I like kind of just juggle them around in plain sight. You see, we have so much money. We're just going to be able to, we can definitely take them on.
You know, the thing is, we don't know the lay of the land. We don't know if the judges are gonna even like our style of music.
Well, no one likes the chorus music. It's bland.
Well, by all means, feel free to...
Look at the exotic plays here. They're clearly at a huge disadvantage.
Feel free to gamble your own money, as I will only be putting up 10 gold maximum. I mean,
But
with 10
I
gold...
completely trust Cass and Callan. They're clearly the superior band. I'll bet my life savings on this.
That's really sweet. Wow, Ransom's a really good significant other, Cass.
Yeah, I'm glad you believe in us.
Well, it's...
And I kind of like give him I give him like really endearing eyes, and I look at over Olivia and I kind of question her.
Olivia's like, oh,
I look at
weird.
Olivia and I'm wondering like, where is that loyalty?
It's weird. I remember a time where it was the complete opposite scenario, and we were questioning why he was not supporting of you. He was not believing in you, or in your music, or in your magic. Don't you remember that time?
But luckily it's changed. It shouldn't be going the other way, should it? I look at Olivia, and I like raise an eyebrow at her. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure Kellen gives you all of his money. So I think you should put up a little bit more than 10 gold.
She's just carrying it for me.
Yeah, I am just carrying it for him. I just don't think our best bet is to invest all of our money on a gamble duel. I think it's...
Right, it's
You're
1/6 of
right.
my money.
You shouldn't give a 6.
By the way,
How much money do you have, Ransom? I look at him.
Well, we never got around to doing it on the ship, but I do owe all three of you 100 gold. I've got 5 mithril coins for all of you. Had this made while we were in town.
I say that if Ransom feels like it's a good idea, we double the bet, tell him we won't take it unless it's 200 gold, and we do it right now. None of this waiting for them to wet their whistle stuff.
200 gold sounds more reasonable.
And how do we establish the judging system?
That's a good question.
Whoever cheers the loudest.
We could have the entire bar be the judges.
Oh, I mean, if we are paying 200 gold, we should probably do it in the bar since it's just 10 gold.
True.
Like, when we're playing in these water, might as well go all out, right?
Right.
So 190 gold plus the admission fee it is! I go back to Koibu's chorus.
Okay, they're sitting down. They've had stew just brought to them and some fresh ales sat down, and they're starting to eat as you walk up. Their leader stands again, gives you a slight nod, and says, "Well, have you come to some sort of agreement?"
We discussed, and we would gladly up the ante to 200 gold, starting to play immediately in this bar as the judge.
The first and third conditions are agreeable, but as you can see, we have already been served. Please, let us finish our meals and finish our ales before we start.
Well, maybe we can just kick things off, and then I guess you'll be Act 2.
Excuse me?
Well, I mean, we can just start playing, and you can play after us. You can eat while we play.
It's not very complicated.
I suppose I don't understand your concept of musical duels then. Is it not we perform and then you mimic our performance, and then you perform and then we must mimic yours? Is it not a testament of abilities, both innate and
No, it means
mimicking
you
others?
play whatever you think is good, and we play what we know is good.
Are
And
we all
then
back in there
whoever-
now?
Sure.
Okay.
And then the crowd decides who's better.
I wouldn't be caught dead playing Gregorian chant, if you know
Right?
what
I nudge Helen.
I mean.
I doubt you could do it, even if you tried.
Here, I'm doing it right now.
You have the intonation of an infant.
Yeah, that means I must be doing it right.
He growls in anger.
Lighten up, Koi Bukos.
Well then, fine. 200 gold. Let's go speak to the bartender. And he heads over towards the bar.
Just to clear things up, just to make sure you understand the terms. That's 200 gold, as in we're both putting up 200 gold, right?
No,
And
the
the
winner
win-
gets 200 gold.
Now the winner will get 400.
Winner
Well,
only
no.
gets 400, including the money they put up. They make a
Yeah.
profit of 200. You
Yeah.
have hired an imbecile as a bodyguard. You might want to rethink your decisions in life.
Well, I
It's
just wanted to
okay,
make
it's a
sure you didn't
bodyguard.
think that it was just that the prize pool was 200. You see, these types of confusions can erupt afterwards and lead to clarifications are needed. You know, after you lose, we don't want you to only pay us 100.
Each side puts up 200 gold pieces. Any fees are taken out of the prize pool.
Agreed.
Excellent. Let us speak to the bartender. And whoever this anonymous Koibu's Chorus member is walks over towards the bar, his black robes flowing around him. I guess you guys go over there and make arrangements. The
Yeah, we start setting up.
Sure. Bartender is willing to do this. He'll take his fee of 20 gold, 10 per band that plays.
You just count down to 15 since it's 2 bands, right?
10 and 10 is 20.
Yes, but it is clear merchanting practice to, when you buy in bulk, the cost is cheaper.
That is not the way we do things here. Maybe in your homeland. But here, 2 plus 2 is 4, not 3.
I see. Alright, alright.
Yeah.
I love that Trump's always trying to get value. He like can't help himself.
So, the rules for this battle, one side plays, then the other side plays, and whoever gets the most cheers, as determined by the bartender, wins, right?
No.
How
Well-
else would you determine who gets the most cheers? You need an impartial observer to be the judge.
I wanted I didn't want to do just like a plausometer. I wanted like a vote.
A
definitely
vote by
want a
show of
plausometer.
hands.
Yeah.
No, we definitely want a plausometer.
We
No one
do?
applauds Gregorian chant.
I mean, I guess that's true.
Plausometer for sure.
You're right.
As long as it's just not all in the hands of the bartender is the thing.
That's fine. Yeah, you can do it by vote or whatever. All
Plausometer it is.
right. So mechanically speaking, in game, you guys are both going to make performance checks, and whoever
No,
gets
I think it
Hold
goes
on.
back and forth. It's like
Hold on, Neil. Hold on.
it's not just a 1-and-1. It's like a we play, they play, we play, they
That's
play.
fair, but
Sure.
if we are judging based off of cheering, you must account for a negative modifier for cheering not typically being as loud for chants.
I see what you're saying here. So if we're going with the vocal meter, I see what you're saying. That makes sense.
It does
Gregorian
make
chant is
sense.
not usually answered with raucous applause, but that's fine. The Koivu's chorus seems confident in their skills.
Yeah.
So let's decide the method of the tournament, so that we're all in agreement on this before it happens. So you guys make you guys perform, then they're going to perform, and then you perform and they perform, and you kind of go back and forth. How many back and forths do we go? And are we doing total charisma checks, or just whoever beats the other the most times?
I think it's like a best of 3 or best of 5 kind of situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Best of 5 sounds good.
Best of 5.
Applause.
Yeah.
Or cheers. Volume.
So we'll pick a song. We'll each play a song, and then each pair of songs goes up against each other.
That makes sense. In order to keep everything impartial, you'll go first, then they go, and you go, and then you go, and they go. So no, let's just keep doing back and forth. Let's just keep going back and forth. We don't need to control for that variable.
I'm gonna start with I'm making the set list. I'm like leaning in with the band, and I'm like about to make the set list. I'm like, okay, guys, I think we really definitely need to play Thoughts on a Dark Road in the Dead of Night. I think we like really need to make sure that we play that one because that's the crowd pleaser. We don't want to start with it, it's like a little deep. We got to warm them up. So probably like Pound the Table, Sing Your Song. Start out with that one. Then go into Quiet Thoughts on a Brick Road in the Dark of Night. And then maybe like throw your drinks up in the air. And then if we get that far, I think we should go spoken word. Just wow them with some spoken word, some improv. What do you think?
That sounds good to me.
And then the finale, we just feel it out. And I'll call an audible.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. I have a question, Neil.
Yes.
No, actually, it would be for the characters. So I'm gonna tell them to Koibu's chorus. I'll say, so in the past, I have noticed some bands were cheating with enchantments and things like that. I can tell you that I can scan for any type of magical influence. If you wish to have a representative to scan for magical influence during our performance, I'm sure there's someone in the bar here that could be your scanner, let's say. Or
I'm fairly certain no one would play as poorly as you if they were using magic to aid their endeavors. We have no need to scan your performance.
All right, then I'll be then you won't get offended when I just do a little quick check, I assume.
We will only be offended if you pretend we are using magic.
Of course, I would never do that.
We have a reputation to maintain.
I go talk to Guy as an aside, and I'm like, hey, like, not like I'm going to cheat or anything, but just like, be sure you put out like the best vibes possible in this room because we really need that applause, So just like, make sure your energy is sympathetic, you know what I mean?
No, man, like, this is going to be a beautiful thing. These guys are really good in their own way, and like, at the big performance that we did back in Bridgelight, they got like 3rd or 4th place, and they were like pretty bomb. But
like not that bomb though. Like,
I mean, no, they still got 3rd or 4th place. They didn't even make it to the finals, so whatever.
And like compared to us, like right?
Yeah, but don't worry. I'll be there cheering for you as loud as I can, man. I'll go find a group of people to stand next to and like cheer them on with you.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. Good luck.
Thanks.
He says,
buddy.
Takes a moment and
I kind of like just chuff him on the shoulder, like, thanks, man. Yeah.
Yeah. And he goes over to Kellen and gives Kess, and gives Kess a big hug and goes, all right, Kess, you're gonna do great, man. You're gonna blow him away. You're such a talented performer.
You're so sweet. And I give him a kiss on the cheek.
Oh, no, kiss me.
Kellen does.
And he heads back to his section near Bash, who's just kind of rocking out to no music whatsoever. Okay.
One of those guys.
Mm-hmm. So, everything is set. It's time for the party to step up and make their performance while Koibu's Chorus finishes their meal.
I lean over to Cass and I'm like, don't forget I added that call and response section at the end to pound the table, sing the song. Remember? Pound the tables, sing the song. Pound the table, sing the song. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
I'm ready.
Pound the table, sing the song. Pound
Yeah.
the table, sing the song.
Yeah, exactly. You got it. Right. Exactly.
Okay, I'm ready for this. Let's do it.
Your cat in the background was so funny.
All right.
Right there.
So, what is your opening thing? Because we're just gonna have to make a charisma check for this in the end, or a performance check. But what is your stage presence? How do you get the audience going up rather than just like stepping up and starting?
We always have Olivia introduce us because she has this like magnetism, so she just gets everyone's attention. And then Kes and I bomb in. So we let her do the little intro and then we come in with pound the table, sing the song, and then yeah.
Okay, Olivia, what is your entrance speech?
Wait, I'm trying to find the latest speech I wrote in my notes. I like to write entrance speeches. But apparently there was no Kes nor Kellen mentioned in the speech. It's kind of weird. Maybe I don't know to write. I got it. Nice. I knew I had a welcome speech. Alright.
You still looking for it?
I got it. Alright. So I go up on stage and I'm like, hi everybody. I'm Olivia, the band manager for Kes and Kellen, the band of traveling elves, originally from Bright Song. All across the globe, we have traveled so far to be here tonight, and we cannot wait to do our first show on this. It's a new continent, right, Neil?
No, it's just a new country.
In this new country. Tonight, we will introduce you to our show where ocarina meets spoken word. Tonight, we dual Koibu's chorus. Please cheer for the band which you prefer. Cheer the loudest. Pound the table, sing the song.
Pound the table, sing the song. Do 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 do.
All right, you guys go up, you start pounding the table and singing your song.
And I go around, like, I'm in full charisma mode. I go around, I'm, like, pounding on people's tables with them and hurdy-gurdying, and Kes is dancing.
All right. Give me a performance check. Your first performance on the new continent the same day you got off the boat. You haven't played in a while, but here it comes. You guys are amped.
Is it both of us each doing one?
Both of them each doing one. Yeah.
Okay. And this is just charisma, right?
Yeah, it should be a straight charisma check at this point.
I'm so nervous. So much gold is on the line.
Kes gets a 21. Kellen gets
yeah.
a 29. Right. Okay. Oops. You guys are the second over here. Koibu's chorus goes up. Or you finish up your set. There's some pretty good applause going around.
Yeah, loud cheers for Ransom.
Yeah. You guys come off, head back over to the bar while Koibu's chorus slowly walks up. Part of their stage presence is their entrance, where they have like the whole chorus coming in as like one slow moving, kind of like semi, just not quite chanting, like murmuring to themselves as they walk on stage. While they're coming on stage, the bartender comes over and sets a drink down for each of you and says, that was very good. I have never heard such a performance before. Our musical styles are quite different. What did your band call themselves?
We're Kes and Kellen. Really nice to meet you.
It is a pleasure to meet you. He shakes your hands individually and then pushes the drinks towards you one more time and steps back to serve some other patients. People.
Is there a human table in this bar?
There are many tables with humans at them.
I'm gonna start going up to those tables and mentioning, Now, guys, this is Gregorian chant coming up, so make sure you are not raucous with the applause, but just being polite to respect their tradition afterwards.
One of the people looks up. She's wearing a thick red cloak over her golden clothes. Got a sash at it, a little staff leaning against the table. Looks like she might be a wizard of sorts. Looks up to you with some suspicion in her eyes and says, "Isn't this a competition for the loudest cheers? Is that not what the woman said when she took the stage?"
Yes, but you have to remember that Gregorian chant is meant to be solemn, and you'll get from their intonations that they would not really want.
How are we supposed to judge the competition if we do not applaud in proportion to how much we like the music?
That is a good point. I don't go.
It is okay. You are not from around here. You may not understand things. You have a funny way of speaking. All of your sounds are so round. They are very imprecise.
Neil, can I go up to Afork table?
Yes.
So I'm gonna assume, so that's my strategy, that orcs tend to be louder than normal people.
That's not... That's a correct stereotype, yeah.
So how I'm gonna go with it is just strike up a conversation, never let go, even during like when they're playing, and even where they're supposed to cheer. So like, you know, they're not really gonna listen. But it's really casual, you know. I'm like, oh hey, orcs, cool. I never get to speak Orcish. You know, I used to have a boyfriend. Nah. Like, yeah, his name is Brack. Yeah, his family was kind of weird, kind of broke up.
Okay. All right, so you start talking to the orc, trying to distract him from the music at hand.
Yeah, trying to understand also like how it's going here, like what's the lay of the lands, like are we buddies here? Do they not like humans? Like,
okay,
you know,
all right.
I'm just getting some basic information, being a little bit chatty.
Sure. So Koibus Chorus goes up, and they make their rolls. You know, maybe they just finished their drinks and some of it's still caught in their throat, or they've already been singing and maybe they've worn out their voices a little bit today, but their song's a little bit off. You know, they're, it's just a little, you know, it cracks a bit. It's a little,
yeah, it does.
And there's a mild applause from the audience that seems fairly half-hearted. How
I even half-heartedly applause just to seem like I'm like, you know, I'm just being fair here. But by the way, Furcus and Kellen, I was like, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
One sec. Oops, that's not how you spell that. Okay, so round 2. Cass and Kellen pop back up. What song are you playing this time?
This is where we're doing Thoughts on a Brick Road in the Dark of Night. This is our like big signal. Because you know, we played the party anthem and then the Gregorian chant brought it way down. So we're taking it from way down and we're just injecting it with passion.
Do you have any lyrics for that song?
I have them all written down in a notebook that I don't have here. Jen, didn't you write them down? The hit, the Thoughts on the Dark Road and the brick road in the dark of night, and there was the end where it was like I feel and you feel.
Yeah, I have a
you know that I feel.
Wait.
Nice.
Yeah. No, I remember. Let me try to find it. Dark.
That was the end. I feel. And I know that you feel.
Yeah, I only have the end though, but I can give you the end.
Yeah.
You want me to send it?
Slack.
I don't see you. I just see. I'll send it to everyone. It's okay.
Okay.
Oh, it stops after dragon.
Oh. Oh yeah. The end is like a spoken word interlude, you know?
Yeah.
But it's to music, but it's I feel and I know that you feel nice. Light and dark together. We are together. Dragon!
Muted
Thanks.
V.
Thank you.
All right, give us charisma checks or performance checks.
Come on, big money. This is like, a really new form of music for these guys, so.
26 and a 23.
Okay.
All right.
I give some light applause.
I
What?
get some great applause.
Why?
Are you serious?
I'm polite. It's like kind of not really paying attention. It's like, that was nice.
Why you do this, Ransom?
All right.
To our music.
Koibu's chorus comes up. They start belting out this song out of nowhere. Their first performance was so weak,
I'm
but
casting
maybe
detect magic.
you detect. Well, hold on. Let me give this description before we say what you detect. Maybe their first performance was intentionally bad, just trying to screw with people and get them to think that they were really bad performers or something. Because this is magnificent, even for you guys that don't like Gregorian chant. Like, there's some 5-level harmony going on here, where they've got 5 different octaves all being hit at the same time, and then there's some really talented musicianship going on in this song. It's called and it's great. The applause for them is slightly louder than for your own.
Oh, that was amazing!
What? Ransom!
Oh!
I go up to Ransom and I look at him and I'm like, way to go. I hope that's all coming out of your money if we lose. And I just walk away.
So what do I detect, Neil?
All right, so you cast Detect Magic and scan Koibu's chorus in front of you, looking for signs of magic. But there's none. There's just...
What about in the bar?
You start looking around the bar, and you start noticing there are definitely people in here who have magical items on them. There are 4 or 5 of them. That wizardess, that sorceress that Trump was speaking to a moment ago, totally has some magic items on her. Her staff has something magic in the top of it, and her boots look to be magical. Other people seem to mostly have weapons or something in their bags.
Okay, well, it's a cool fact about the wizard.
Sorry, Cuss. I mean, I just have to be fair here. That was a great performance. You have to admit it.
But why do you have to clap for them? You're...
I see a good performance, I clap. What? I'm an honest guy, you know that.
You do know this is for gold, right?
Yeah, so get out there and do an amazing performance, and we're still gonna win. They can't keep that up.
I literally just roll my eyes at him and look away.
Okay. Next up is Kess and Kellen. What song are you guys performing this time?
This is Throw Your Drinks Up in the Air. Another party anthem.
All right. Do you have words for it, or is that in the notebook as well?
It's so weird because actually I think that people who would have heard Kess and Kellen when they heard In Sync would find some similarities actually, because it goes, throw your drinks up in the air, wave them around like you just don't care. Gonna bring the flavor, gonna show you how. Kess and Kellen gonna have you now. Yeah.
All right, make your charisma checks at +1. An additional.
Oh wait, is that Backstreet Boys?
I don't know,
Oh
but
my
make
gosh,
your charisma
there's
checks
room
at an
right there.
additional +1 because that was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I like that.
It is Backstreet Boys. I feel so bad. I was an NSYNC purist. That's why I said NSYNC, because it comes out first.
All right, you guys do a great job with your performance. Raucous cheering all over the place. Koibu's chorus comes up and totally bombs it. They They bomb it to the point that when they're coming on stage, someone trips over the robes in front of the person in front of them, and like they both come tumbling down. Then they get up and they're clearly shaken by it. They're totally off. Their harmonizing's okay, but they're just like those two people. It bombs the whole thing. They fail miserably, and there's just the most awkward of applause at the end of it.
I can't detect charm.
What? You just cast Detect Charm? All right, who are you trying to detect charm on?
It's on the leader.
On the leader.
Is it really on a specific person?
Is it? I don't know. I don't know the spell well.
I thought it would be a region.
It might be a region. Let me look it up unless you can look it up before me.
One creature per round, but it lasts one turn.
So that's 10 rounds. So you can detect charm on 10 people.
I'll just do the whole band.
Okay, Koibu's Chorus is a 5-part band, or a 5-part group. They're not really a band. They're more of a sensation.
And I'll do the... No, I won't do the bartender. That's not respectful.
Okay. So if you decide there's anyone else that you want to detect it on, let me know. So they...
Would the bartender know that I'm detecting him if I
No.
casted it and look... Okay, then I'm detecting on the bartender.
He's not charmed either.
Cool.
All right.
No charms.
You guys have won the first. You've won 2 out of 3 right now. It's a best of 5. So if you win this fourth round, it's over. That's game. So we'll wait for Kess to come back. Oh, there she is. Okay, she never left.
This is when we plan to do our spoken word improv.
Okay.
This is the high stakes. So, Kess, are you ready?
I'm
your
ready.
ocarina? Okay.
He's ready too.
She's gonna sing with me. Who are any of us?
During the performance, I go up to Koibu's chorus, the person who tripped, and I kind of make sure that they're okay. You're not hurt, are you?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, that looked pretty painful.
Who are us? I think from the crowd.
Among the winds, blown to and fro, to and fro. One and another inside. Who are you? Who am I?
You're sure, right?
The
I can
apple
take a look
tree.
at that if you want. Make sure you didn't bruise yourself.
The fruit falls, breaks, 2 halves,
You don't need to worry about me.
1 heart. Delicious. Dragon! Thank you.
Yay! That was great.
By the way,
Oh,
I did
so
all
good.
these moves from the crowd because I'm so connected right now.
All right, give us your charisma checks. 22 and
No, that's 26 and 30.
ooh, 26 and 30.
Yay!
Whoa!
Kellen rocked that spoken
Oh
word.
my God.
I'm so moved.
Yeah, that is amazing. There is a loud, raucous applause after you finish your spoken word song. It seems to be a huge
That's my
hit
dance
with the
move,
people
by the
here.
way. I just tried.
All right.
I'm pointing at Olivia. I'm like, that was for her. That was for my girl. That was for Olivia.
Considering my 32 of dance moves from the crowd, can I at least pretend that some people were like started dancing with me because they were so into the song and into like me dancing from the crowd?
Yeah, Olivia with the assist for sure.
Yeah, you definitely got some people at least moving in their seats. Maybe a couple
Yeah.
other people starting to stand and do a little jig.
I run over to Olivia and I like pick her up and spin her around,
Hmm.
Dragon!
Dragon, babe, yeah.
Dragon!
All right.
Great. I'll rush the stage too and give Kessa a whirl around. That was amazing.
I let him, but I'm still kind of annoyed from earlier with him.
All right. Koibu's chorus comes right past you guys, giving each other hugs as they make their way to the stage.
Wait, but didn't we just win?
Well, they haven't gotten their turn. You guys went first.
Yeah.
They have to make their performance to see if they can do better than you.
Yeah.
But we're not tied, are we?
Well, so they haven't had their play this.
We have to win the third one.
Yeah.
If we win the third one, we're good.
Right.
That
so
was
you guys,
our fourth.
This is the fourth one, but you've had 4 performances. They've only had 3. They need to make their 4th performance.
So we've only won.
In other words, even though
But they've only won 1.
Yes.
But we've only won 2, and
They
it's
can
best
tie it
of
up
5.
2-2 right now.
You haven't won this one yet because they haven't gotten to perform against you.
You're
Ah.
We're just so cocky like that.
I was just so excited. I forgot.
Yeah, maybe Kellen thinks it's over. Maybe Kellen's like,
Kellen's like, what? Why are they even going out there?
So meanwhile, I'm gonna cast Mind Read for this one because that's funny.
who are you casting Mind Read on?
On the leader. Surface thoughts. And probe deeper into the mind of a single creature.
Okay, he gets a saving throw, right?
Oh yeah. I'm not sure.
It's called Mind Read.
Yeah.
Saving throw none. Oh my god, there's no saving throw?
Dang.
Okay, more sensitive to the priest is able to probe the deeper mind of the mind read. All of his reveal the kind of creature being probed. Details and the usefulness of the creature's thoughts will depend on the intelligence of the subject. While a priest could read the thoughts of an animal, he'd probably receive only a confused jumble of emotions and instincts. Reading the mind of a highly intelligent wizard, however, would be much more illuminating. The priest might be amazed at the crystal clarity and deep insight of a wizard's mental process. So you're reading the mind of the leader of Koivu's chorus, whose name you get is Ian.
Ian.
You get that as part of the reading.
Is it spelled like Ian or like Ian?
You don't know.
I bet it's spelled with an I. Lame. Kellen says that, not Anna. Anna thinks that if your name is spelled with an I, that's probably cool.
All right, Koivu's chorus comes up, does their performance. It's a moving rendition that you feel speaks to the sadness you feel when you remember something that has affected you personally and tragically a long time ago. So it's like the song represents the feelings you might have when you remember when your family dog died like 20 years ago, and you're like, oh, that dog, I loved him so much. It's that sort of sadness that the song evokes. And you can see a lot of people tearing up and giving like a really meaningful but slow, heavy applause. After which the bartender makes his way to the stage and says, attention, everybody. We have our winner. It is by 3-1. Koivu's... No. Cass and Kellen. Cass and Kellen is the winner of our tournament.
We were already like, what? And then he's like, no, Cass and Kellen. We're like, yeah.
Okay.
Hooray!
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
I look at Olivia and I just think about how like her face is always there. Like every time I look off the stage, I see her face and she's dancing and working hard for the band, and I'm just overwhelmed with love for her, and I just give her the biggest like dip kiss.
Yeah, I go for it. I kind of grab his butt.
Nice. Yeah.
Not weird.
And
I go for it for Cass too.
I half smile at Ransom, but I'm like thinking that he could have cost us things because he first went up to people and then tried to get it so that they'd clap lower, but then he clapped really high for one of their performances. So I'm kind of like questioning my brain, like what he's thinking sometimes. But I give him that half smile.
As she's doing that half smile in contemplation, I just rush up to her and give her a big kiss and a hug.
I don't have time to react, and I just go with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew we would win.
All right, why don't we take our first break here?
While Kellen and Olivia make out.
We'll come back on the other side of the grossness. See you guys in a few minutes. Bye-bye.